Thank you so much. Okay, so for those that are in the back, I'm in the corner here near the window. So we're just going to have a few remarks and then we'll turn it back over to you guys to have some great conversations. So once again, my name is Lakeisha Hull. I'm the new planning director for Prince George's County Planning Department. Our department represents close to 27 municipalities within the county. We have close to 1 million people in this county. And so it's about a little bit over 400 square miles. And so if you guys are into geography, that's equivalent to maybe Los Angeles, the city of Charlotte. So that gives you the context of my planning department. I moved here from Miami, Florida. Any Floridians in the house? All right, I hear one woo in the background. So I am a University of Michigan graduate. Any Wolverines in the house? That's okay. We're part of the Big Ten together, and also went to the University of Pennsylvania and double majored in architecture and city planning. Super excited to be here today. And so my remarks is going to touch on the wonderful partnership that we have under this program. And so before I go into it, there's a wonderful support staff that I have here from my team. There's about a handful-ish of people, so please raise your hand if I do call your name out. So we have Michael Jackson here. Is he around? Okay. We also have Maha Tariq. She's been phenomenal. Thank you so much. Give her a round of applause. Jeremy Hurlbut, is he's around in the back? Thank you so much, Jeremy. Teddy Levy. Okay. Tom Gross. All right. Ryan Cron, that's the guy with the camera. He's getting his TMZ on today. And Lizzie McKinnon. Is she around? All right. Thank you so much, you guys. Anyone else from the planning department? All right. Some folks in the back waving their hands. Awesome. So when it comes to planning, it's really exciting because we are able to do these type of events, right? So we have people that are professional planners in my department, and then we have potential future planners. We are hiring. Check out Tony in the back if you want a job. And so what does it mean to be a partner? What does it mean to be a partner for action and learning, right? So that's why we're here today. Many of you guys are going to be doing a lot of storytelling. You're going to be able to tell the story from your lens. Some of the projects are here in Prince George's County, some is in other places. So the great thing is that the staff and the faculty has come together to work very hard. So you guys have posters, you have displays. So I really want you guys to spend time engaging in the hard work that many people have been doing today, because this helps us to create good quality living places throughout the county, sustainability, a lot of the areas that we really want to focus on as future leaders in this county. So this program is administered from the National Center for Smart Growth. Where's the smart growth folks in the house? Raise your hand. All right. We want to be smart like them when we plan. And so that's part of an extension of the University of Maryland. Our planning department has been working on this program since 2019. Super excited to be able to provide the funding and support, and I continue to do that as the director of this department. We've completed 24 projects, you guys, in the last 5 years. Give us a round of applause. That's during the pandemic. Yes, 24 projects, and we have some great projects today. The planning department coordinates with the faculties and students of the University of Maryland to help make sure Maryland communities become environmentally, economically, and socially more sustainable. PALS includes innovative, low-cost assistance to the planning department and provide benefits and students to the real-world problem-solving projects. So some of your projects may help to influence the work programs in my department, so stay tuned. The completed projects covered a range of issues, including planning and development, environmental and social issues, transit-oriented development, historic preservation issues, agriculture and arts, entrepreneurship, adaptive reuse, and historic landscapes. I actually don't live too far from here, so I all am about TODs, equitable development, and making sure that we are able to be stewards of the environment that we're working in. So we had some projects I want to highlight that was covered in the fall of 2023. We had the business plan for community forklift. Any folks in here that worked on that project, raise your hands. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for that. And so there's recommendations as part of that project that helps to look at the reuse and waste management of certain type of operations in regards to data and existing industry standards. So super excited about that project that you guys can look at today. Then the other one that we completed in 2023 was adaptive reuse of Hyattsville Justice Center. Anyone here that worked on that project, raise your hand. Awesome. It's displayed at the showcase. And so this is an adaptive reuse project of the Justice Center in the Arts District, and it also looks at a broader urban context of what we can do to be better stewards of that area. Then there's ongoing projects for spring 2024. We have creative placemaking along Kenilworth Avenue. Folks that worked on that, raise your hands, please. Not yet? Okay, that's fine. All right, so the other project that we're going to be working on more is analysis of best practices for the planned development zones. Does anyone understand the importance of planned development zones? That's where we master plan for larger projects. Make sure we have great infrastructure in place as we're developing potential greenfield sites. And then the other project that we're going to be working on is at the Largo headquarters, which is the new place for the planning department. We have close to 200 planners that work there. And so if you guys are interested in seeing our digs, please come by. We're open Monday through Friday. And so with that, that completes my remarks. And thank you guys and enjoy your day.
I think I might like to come by. 200 planners in the same place is like every planner's dream. It's my pleasure to be here and welcome you today on behalf of the University of Maryland. I'm Dawn Jordan, Dean of the School of Architecture, Planning, and Preservation. PALS is a really special program. It's one of the things that brought me to the University of Maryland. It was launched in 2013 by the National Center for Smart Growth as a way to connect students, faculty, and communities to deal with challenges that Maryland residents and communities are facing. And this program continues to deliver meaningful, impactful projects that allows students and faculty to learn together with those community members. All you have to do is walk around today to get a sense of how beautiful these endeavors are. The PALS program is very much reflective of who we are as a school and a college. The university takes its mission seriously to take on humanity's grand challenges. If you ever hear President Hines talk, he'll talk about those, and to advance the public good. And we do that through PALS and through the other work of the School of Architecture, Planning, and Preservation. These projects address sustainability, economic, environmental, and social, and they provide a living laboratory for all of us to come together to tackle the challenges together. So for the partners that are here today, we're really grateful for the continued opportunity to work together. It's not just that you bring us a project, but you bring us your time and talent by advising our students, sitting through presentations, making documentations available for us. So we are happy to have you as partners, and we look forward to the other ways that we'll partner long-term in the future. Because these projects are community-based and they involve students, faculty who choose to do this have a really heavy lift. And I think sometimes we take it for granted. We're like, here, you have a project in your class. See, it'll run itself. And the reality is that is not the case. To teach a class where you don't exactly know what the finish point is a really intimidating challenge. But the faculty who do this, they do it because they love to watch students learn and to partner with them, and they have this ability to shift as needed. And that's extraordinary. Finally, I want to congratulate the students today. When you do a project-based class, sometimes you're not sure what the end looks like. And there are ebbs and flows in the work, and there are twists and turns. Sometimes you're working on something, and then it all changes. But you've changed, and you've grown, and you've learned, and you've created beautiful posters today. And you probably are feeling a little undersatisfied, like, yes, but the work is not done. And that's an interesting challenge for us, for the partners in the communities, but also for you to think about how might you continue to engage in these projects in some way that keep them alive and relevant in the communities. And the person who is spearheading that effort is our new director of the National Center for Smart Growth, Dr. Kate Howell, who I'd like to invite up. Oh, no, my job. Watching it.
Hello. Well, I'm excited to be here, not just because I direct the National Center for Smart Growth, but my student posters are right there, and so I'm pretty excited. So, go find out what's going on in the neighborhood or the area of Riverdale. Great. So each year, the PALS program presents awards to an outstanding student team, graduate assistant, faculty, and partner staff. These awards are an important reminder that the PALS program is a team effort. I think that's some of the things that Don really pointed out, and I think that's really important. It doesn't work if the community partner is not there. It doesn't work if the students are kind of like dialing it in or the faculty is kind of just chill. It is really critical, right? Our partners identify challenges and opportunities for the future, and share critical context and knowledge with our students about the communities and issues where they work. Our faculty refocus their classes and curriculum towards the community and are tasked with shepherding the students through the data collection, the cultural context, the creation of polished professional deliverables, and just the idea of doing work that is a little bit fuzzy, right? Students go the extra mile to add these projects to their already packed semesters. They bring new and innovative thinking and occasionally donuts to partner meetings. Though I saw no donuts in my class, to be absolutely clear. Our graduate students support the PALS program in a myriad of ways and are critical to its success. So I will begin by presenting the PALS Faculty Award for 2024. Dr. Nicholas Schmier is new to the PALS program, and we hope there'll be more opportunities to work with him in the coming year. He conducted ground-penetrating sensing radar at Emery Grove United Methodist Church, searching for lost burial sites surrounding this historic church. The work required both technical expertise and an understanding of the importance of the burial sites to the church and the families. Nick navigated this non-scientific terrain with ease and sensitivity. I'm very happy to present this certificate to him in recognition of his PALS presentation. Oh, forgot. Sorry, I thought you guys definitely got to have an happy at that. Ethan. Thank you. Oh, okay, good. Sorry, I was running away. I'm gonna stop running away. This year's Partner Team Award goes to Brian Franklin and Marcus Robinson with LISC and are our Partner Team of the Year. LISC is a national organization that collaborates with residents and other partners to help forge resilient and inclusive communities of opportunity across the country. Here in the DC area, they've recently focused on supporting economic development in the Blue Line corridor, the Metro Blue Line, and Brian and Marcus worked with public policy student team to interview small businesses along the corridor and understand their needs. Along with the specifics of surveying, Brian and Marcus provided the student team with a foundational understanding of the very complex Blue Line corridor and the world of the small business owners. We hope to have many more projects with Brian and Marcus and LISC in the future. So. Sorry, that's sticking next to Corey. This is where here. Yeah, the quick picture. Great. Oh, no. You will have him.
Hey, man.
Oh, hey.
Great, I can see.
All right. So our graduate students who support the program are doing things like coordinating reimbursements. They are coordinating with community partners and making sure everyone's working together and really orienting the students to the work that they're working on. So the first award, because we have two because they are so fabulous, goes to Mimi Sanford. Mimi has worked on several PALS projects as part of her Master's in Urban Planning. She's always taken on extra responsibility, provided leadership, and excels at the herding cats that is working with faculty. So the PALS team appreciates her willingness to step up and help. And I will actually get both of them at the same time. The second graduate student award goes to Sama Eldada. Sama is the first, and of what we hope many, public policy master's students to use the PALS project as a master's thesis topic. At first, she had to be patient with working through the administrative and process hurdles, but she was the first student working at Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development. Lots of pressure to complete a successful project was required. Sama accomplished all that we asked and more, and her project, Middle Housing in Maryland, will actually really support a lot of the initiatives that Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development is working on right now around actually implementing some of the governor's agenda. So this is a really huge project. I'm personally excited about it as a housing person, so thank you.
Sam.
Congrats. Boy, I got a lot. Okay. Kind of excited about this one. I got to see this presentation last semester. So the Student Team Award goes to the Center for Social Value Creation student team that worked with Community Forklift. The Center for Social Valuation creation gives students of all levels at the University of Maryland the opportunity to provide hands-on pro bono consulting work for corporations, nonprofit organizations, and for-profit impact-driven organizations in various industries. Community Forklift is the DC area's nonprofit reuse center for home improvement supplies. They collect donations of new and gently used building materials and make them available to the community at a low cost. They also distribute free materials to nonprofits and neighbors in need. And the Community Forklift student team was composed of students from across campus, from freshmen all the way up to master's students. And the team worked with the staff to gain a deep understanding of the mission and operation of Community Forklift. The collaboration was really exciting, and it was exciting to see that final project sitting in the Community Forklift offices, which, if you haven't been there, I felt like being behind the scenes. So very excited. I believe a few of the team members are here. If you guys want to come up.
I have all of the things, so I got one for you. Shows up got yours. And I think Kim, I've got person being here. I know. This isn't it. Cool. Up the hot when he's coming out on that. He's fun. Great.
So this is the end of the formal presentations. I want to thank you all for being here. We're really excited to really host this here at the National Center for Smart Growth, and I think more excited to see the possibilities for partnerships in the future. And so if you're a faculty member who's working with a community partner and you're like, I think we could be a PALS project, come talk to us. If you're one of our community partners and you're like, the work's not done, we want to keep it up, come talk to us. And if you're a student who's like, I've got a capstone I need to work on, come talk to us. So the idea is just come talk to us. I think that's where we're at. So thank you all for being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Hi, my name is Isaiah.
My name is Josie, and we are part of a group that worked on this project as our undergraduate capstone at the University of Maryland. Basically, what our project was is we looked at the Mount Rainier and West Hyattsville metro station areas to look specifically at the safety of pedestrians and bicyclists, both in terms of crime happening in the area as well as their safety on the roads, looking at where crashes were. We found that there wasn't really great lighting or infrastructure, which contributed to crime. And we also found that there weren't enough crosswalks, there wasn't enough safe sidewalks and bicycle infrastructure that would allow for pedestrians and cyclists to safely access the metro station, which can negatively affect the economic status of the neighborhood, can stop them from being able to properly access all the jobs that are available and all the resources that are available around the state. So we really wanted to look at ways that we could solve these issues and make it a much more accessible place for pedestrians and cyclists.
And based on the problems we found, we investigated best practices that have worked for other jurisdictions. We looked into the scholarly research, into the data to see what was working in other places. And we determined that the area around the West Hyattsville Metro Station, it needs more crosswalks, more median refuge islands, hawk beacons that allow pedestrians to cross the street, cycle tracks, protected bike lanes, and lighting on the trails to help reduce crime, and building up the area around it to make the station a little bit less secluded. So based on the research that we've done, we think that these measures will help improve the safety and security of people around the station.
Hi, my name is Ashley Mazer, and I am a senior public policy student at the University of Maryland.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah Mateen. I'm also a senior public policy student here at University of Maryland. We were partnered with the PG Planning Department to come up with best practices for the new planned development zone scheme here in PG County. So we did a few case studies of local jurisdictions, Montgomery County, Fairfax County, and Baltimore City. And then we took what worked there and didn't work there, and we brought it back to the county to compile some recommendations.
So our primary recommendation that we have for PG County Planning Department is to make plan development zones as flexible as possible. From all of the conversations we had with professionals in other jurisdictions, they really stress the need for flexible development and having the ability to adapt and change plans as you go. Additionally, we would also recommend to implement more mixed use and commercial residential zones rather than just strictly residential or strictly commercial zones to really maximize the use for civilians and inhabitants of Prince George's County. And third, we would recommend to maximize density. When you maximize density, it really just allows for increased sustainability and more people to be in the region utilizing the developments that we provide. And fourth, we recommend to minimize the bureaucratic operations associated with plan development. From all the conversations we have, we found that the bureaucratic process can often cause a lot of holdups, slow moving of the projects, and just halting projects that don't necessarily need to be stopped. And finally, we recommend working very closely with the community and residents of Prince George's County to really hear what they think about development and what they believe is needed in the county, with a focus on displacement. We have heard that there is a possibility of displacement depending on the type of development that's being integrated. So we really need to hear from the community members and have their voices in the development process.
Okay, hi, I'm Katerina Brusellis from the University of Maryland, College Park, studying environmental science and technology.
Hi, I'm Jillian Wimbush, undergraduate student at the University of Maryland, major environmental science and technology in the Department of Agriculture and Natural Resources.
Hi, I'm Alejandro Flores Chevere, another environmental science and technology major from the University of Maryland, an undergraduate. So the project here that we were tasked with doing was redesigning a portion of the MNC PPC Largo headquarters parking lot. There's a lot of extra parking lot space, and this side section of it was not really being used. And our clients really wanted to see it be used as a space for employees and the community. So we set about work designing a space that could be used by the community and also help handle stormwater.
Hi, my name is Noelle Johnson. I'm an undergraduate student here at University of Maryland, majoring in environmental science and technology. So basically, our idea for this space was try and redesign it in a way that Alejandro mentioned, where it would incorporate stormwater management, but also provide as a space for the community to use and also the employees to use. So what we decided to do here is the biggest part of our stormwater management feature was the rain gardens. So we decided to convert about half of the 2-acre lot into a rain garden space. This would reduce total maximum daily loads of up to 80% of nitrogen, phosphorus, and total suspended solids. And what is really special about this is that rain gardens actually originated in PG County in roughly about the 1990s. So that was a really big part of our project. And overall, we just wanted to make the space something that community members and PG employees could just look forward to and use in their day-to-day basis. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Eve Josar, and I'm working on my master's degree in landscape architecture at the University of Maryland.
Hi, my name's Oren Zaman. I am also in the Masters of Landscape Architecture program at UMD. And our project was creative placemaking along Kenilworth Avenue. So our focus of the project was on the intersection between Kenilworth Avenue and Maryland 410 Highway, especially the location where the future Purple Line station will be. So we wanted to figure out how to make these streets both safer and greener. So our proposal involved putting the road on what we call a diet, where we reduce the lanes and lane width some in order to give more space over to pedestrians, cyclists, and also greenery. So you can see that we significantly reduced the width of the car space in order to provide more space for alternate modes of transportation.
And Oren covered a good part of it there. We did squeeze the lanes in a bit, which will naturally slow traffic down. But then we also added in some bike lanes and didn't just paint a bike lane in the gutter of the road, essentially, but we provided a little bit of vegetative buffer so that bikers would be more protected from traffic. In addition, we made sure to include sidewalks, which currently don't exist on this side of Kenilworth, which is unacceptable. There should certainly be sidewalks, especially with the residential area that you can see all along this east side of Kenilworth Avenue. Let's see, did I cover everything? Transportation. And then in addition to beautifying the area with the greenery, it also helps to provide some stormwater management since this area is in a floodplain. Okay, and I think that was about the scope of the yeah, okay. Thank you so much.